Good afternoon, everyone. And first of all, congratulations for making it to the final session of the day. It's good to see some people still here, and appreciate you turning out for the session. So Cubic, I don't know if anyone really knows who Cubic are, but we're a large transport company. We deal with transport authorities around the world. And we have a goal, and that goal is to support safe travel and seamless mobility for all. What have we got to do as an industry to support that? Well, in this session I want to challenge how we think about competition and how we think about collaboration, which I believe will be key to making that goal achievable in the future. So you're looking at a slide there which looks like my teenager's mobile phone. You know, loads of different icons. 10 years ago you probably didn't see many of those icons. So much has changed in the last 10 years about how people consume information and take choices about their lives. Personalised services, being able to get data and services on demand, and not only the way we consume things and the expectations that we have about those services, but how we can provide feedback on them. So we have instantaneous feedback through social media, through Twitter, and every consumer of any type of service has a much greater choice and a simplicity to switch services if they don't like the service they receive. And that's no clearer than in transportation. Journeys are also more complicated. Whilst there is the private car journey going from one point to another, it's more and more common, particularly in urban environments, that journeys take multiple modes of transport to get to the end journey. This means on-demand services are much more prevalent, but not everyone can afford those on-demand services like Uber and Lyft. And we have to make sure as an industry that we provide social equity and make sure that everyone has the same opportunities to travel in a safe and convenient way. Perceptions of journeys have also changed. So because of the multiple links that now appear in a journey, if you have a bad link on your journey, you associate that with the whole journey. So it doesn't matter which provider's providing the bus to the station, your rail journey in, maybe a cycle at the end, or walking. If you have a bad leg of that journey, it impacts your perception of the journey as a whole. And that means that as suppliers in the industry, we have to try to work together to make sure that we make every stage of that journey as pleasant and convenient for the consumer as we can. So other industries have already figured out how to work together, and they've done this in a way that means they've received great benefits over the last 20 years. If we look at the auto industry, if we look at the consumer electronics industry, there's some great examples. And I'd like to look at those and then challenge how we could adopt similar approaches in ITS to receive the same benefits that they have. So Sony and Samsung collaborated together in 2004 to produce TFT flat screens in the Czech Republic. They did this because of the risks about working in a much cheaper manufacturing environment, but the risks associated with working in Eastern Europe. Now that partnership spelt a massive step change in how consumer electronics was delivered, and allowed the end of the cathode ray TV and much sleeker and more attractive TVs. It also meant that they benefited from each other's technologies. They benefited from the skills that the other party didn't have. And out of the back of this, Samsung became the largest maker of TVs and flat screens in the world, utilising the strength and brand of Sony as a way of doing that. Fulfilled by Amazon. So Amazon Prime changed my life. Fulfilled by Amazon. You know, Amazon's a fantastic platform. They took a really brave move. And what they did was take the platform that was very successful for them in their own right, and they opened it up to other suppliers of competing products. Now that caused loads of conversation in the boardroom, lots of challenge in how that was implemented. But the success that's come out of that move, that sharing of a successful platform, now 50% of Amazon's sales go through Fulfilled by Amazon, and it's been a tremendously successful enterprise for them. So Star Alliance. Star Alliance joined together in 1997 as a collaboration between United Airlines, Scandinavian Airlines, Thai Airways, Air Canada and Lufthansa. They were working in a highly competitive environment, and each developing their own systems and providing services uniquely to customers. And by bringing those services together, They managed to boost the membership because of the seamless journeys that they were providing. And they're now the largest air alliance in the world, delivering 760 million passengers annually, over 5,000 aircraft, 1,290 airports in 195 countries. And the thing that's made them the most successful is the way that they've focused on customer experience and utilised the strengths of each company, sharing back-office technology to deliver a better customer experience for customers, which not only grown their brand, but allowed them to provide a better service. So Peugeot, Citroën and Toyota, they came together to reduce manufacturing costs. So under the Peugeot C1, Peugeot 107, Citroën C1 and Toyota Aygo, there's the same chassis and about 92% of all the components underneath that car are the same. Now those cars look completely different. It's almost like white labelling software. But they took that on, they brought that out, and they managed to go into a small car market which was heavily competitive by reducing their overall costs while still maintaining their own brand identity and allowing their unique sales. They've further collaborated on light vans, and again it's been a successful enterprise that Toyota have now bought the other companies out in the small cars market, and they're providing all of the manufacturing for them using the other companies as a service. So it's impressive that these global powerhouses can jump out of competition and collaboration so easily, and it's something that us in the ITS industry have yet to really master. But moving forward, where we're sharing data, where we have the ability to share services and provide a better service to the end customer, we need to work together. It's hard. I think for those that have collaborated before, it's not always successful. But we need to go into it open-minded and accept that the future of our industry is based around successful collaboration. It does need work and flexibility. You have to accept that whatever commercial structure you put in place to support that partnership will change. The thing you believe you're going to deliver at the start isn't necessarily the way that you'll work together at the end. But if you work closely together, you can receive great benefits. The outcomes are great, whether it's combining data, providing insights, or sharing R&D costs, expanding functionality through using other people's services, or just sharing knowledge as industry experts. Collaboration is the key in the future of our success in the ITS industry. I'll do a shameless plug because I think I've got about 3 minutes left. In spring 2020, Cubic are going to host a 2-day event, and we found collaboration is probably easiest when there's nothing commercial at stake. So we're going to provide an industry day on the first day, get experts from the industry together and talk about that. And as payment for that service, we'd like people to join together on the second day and do something good for the community together. And that's collaborating for free for a good cause. And possibly the easiest way to stimulate some collaboration in the industry. So if you're interested in that, we're putting out more information over social media. Be delighted if anyone could join and support that. Thank you very much for your time. It's been an excellent few days here and the organisers have done a great job. Really appreciate your time today and safe journey home.